Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to Studio 44. We have another stadium extravaganza video for you. I got four stadiums here for you. One of them you've seen before. Please don't hate me. But I wanted to pop on and show that to you real quick. The rest of these have been submitted by you, or I found them in the vault. So let's dive in. Here we are in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where we have a stadium at an altitude of 5,279 feet. So, man, the ball's going to go a long way if you get a hold of it. It was built in 1943. The stadium is called Wrangler Field, and it was created by one of my favorite users, Laraco. Man, he got some cool stuff. Check out my other videos if you want to see more by this gentleman. But, man, I don't know if this is if he just came up with these ideas himself, or if there's an actual park in New Mexico named Wrangler Park, but I mean, it looks great. If these are original ideas, they're brilliant. Look at the way he's got this grass stacked out here. Phenomenal, this grass picnic area. You usually see the grass on like a hill or a slant, but having it flat like that is a great idea. He's got the bushes in the back behind the bullpens. As I've said before, I've never, well, a bullpen, I would think. Well, no, it's got a batting cage in there. A lot of people create bullpens, and hats off to them when they make them look great, but I never found a reason to do it when you got these stupid things over here. As much as I hate having them here, that's got to go. That's the first thing I would think when you make some major updates. But look at this, this multi-layered little concourse area over here. Two-deck stadium. This is kind of Laraco's specialty. A lot of his stadiums are two-deckers. Awesome, awesome, awesome roofed in right field over here. I like how he has the brick hiding the concrete of the luxury seats. He's got the Major League Baseball sign popping up. Now, I'm curious, a lot of you guys, do you create stadiums for your Diamond Dynasty teams, or do you have like fictional leagues like my brother and I do, the Ricky Davis League, with fictional teams? Or do you just create these just to kind of use in scrimmages? I'm very curious what you guys do with your stadiums that you create. They got this, this train looks cool out here in the backyard, or the backdrop. And then you got this little park in center field. Looks like it's outside of the stadium. Great work. Cool little town back here. Giant parking lot in the back. Looks fantastic. Let's take a peek at night. Bet you're hitting balls on that roof. And then over here, you're hitting them into the different levels of the building. Oh, look at this concession stand built into the building back here. Looks amazing. This guy, I'm super jealous of this guy because everything is so clean and so unique and so creative. Laraco, I would hate you if I didn't love your stadium so much. All right, let's move on. All right, this stadium was created by Arch Mage. Last video, I showed you a stadium he created of the Baker Bowl, a recreation of that. And I told you that he built one that's kind of dear to my heart because this is the first place I ever saw a Major League Baseball game. I live in Rochester, New York, which is about a 3.5, 4-hour drive to Toronto. My parents took the whole family up to see the Blue Jays play the Yankees in 1985. I think I was in first grade. It was in the fall. I think the day before our game, the Blue Jays clinched the AL East. I didn't know what that meant as much as I do now back then, but the game we saw, the Yankees lost 5-1. My favorite player at the time was Mike Pagliarulo, the third baseman, and he didn't play, so I was a little bummed about that. I wasn't a big Don Mattingly guy yet, but this stadium is pretty close to Lake Ontario, which would be over here. Now I believe this site is host to a soccer field or a Canadian football team. I'm not exactly sure, but we sat way the heck out here. I'll have to see if I can find pictures. I think we have a picture of Dave Winfield on first. He was my brother's favorite player. And it wasn't long after the Dave Winfield seagull incident where he hit a seagull with a ball and killed it. It was a huge uproar, huge controversy. We went back a couple years later, I want to say 1987. We sat way the hell back here. And Don Mattingly hit a home run into right field, and I missed it because I was asleep. But hey, I was in third grade. But this was clever. A lot of people put the whole football field back here, the football field prop, but the rest of the field's supposed to be over here. So this was a great idea to kind of create your own football field using the look at this. This was smart, using the goalpost from the actual track and field, football field. So great idea over there. Now, of course, we have Rogers Center, which is a little bit better than this, a little bit better. But I've seen most of my live baseball or Major League Baseball games in Toronto just because it's so close. It's an easy drive. I mean, I could do it from Rochester with my eyes closed. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt getting out of Toronto because there's only like one major route in and out of Toronto. So the traffic gets backed up pretty good. So if you go to Toronto, I recommend you hang out in the city. There's a lot to do around the ballpark, a lot of bars and stuff. So I recommend hanging out until the traffic dies out and then scoot on out of there. But yeah, I haven't been there since the new renovation, so that's definitely on the list of things to do. We didn't know how tricky it would be to cross the border after all the COVID restrictions, so that's another reason why we haven't been there. That and the Yankees suck this year, so I do not want to cough up any money to see them play live. But yeah, this roof is really cool. This custom roof on top of the bleachers out here, or the outfield seats. But yeah, this park has a special place in my heart, like I said, because it is the first place I ever saw a Major League Baseball game. So I don't know if it's your favorite one you have recreated, Arch, but that's the one I decided to go with just because it's so special to me, even if it was a piece of junk. It was artificial turf, obviously. I think that's what he's going for in this grass pattern. But, of course, without the dirt paths. Back then, it was just the dirt at first, second, and third. So, yeah, great job recreating the stadium. I loved it. Let's take a look at dark real quick in the lights. It looks great. Yeah, I mean, getting behind here, looking at all the detail you put into this. What is this prop right here? Oh, it's that is that a oh no, it's a broken building. It's one of the dinosaur buildings. Very, very creative. Nice work. Excellent idea. Listen, this guy knows how to recreate his stadiums. Now look, I'm not going to lie. A lot of these 70s and 80s stadiums, I don't love them. Like Pittsburgh, Three River Stadium, and Cincinnati and Philadelphia Veterans Stadium. A lot of those, they all just look the same. I mean, there's a reason they bulldozed them all. They were trash. So I don't spend a lot of time on recreated stadiums, but Ebbets Field, obviously, there's some good ones. This one, of course, Baker's Bowl, like you showed me. Some of those are, more unique and classier stadiums that I like to take a closer look at. But to be honest, when it comes to those cookie cutters, Astrodome, bleh. So, yeah, just being honest, my personal taste. But this one, super cool. The football field out here was a great idea, the way you customized it instead of putting the whole field out there. So, great work. Let's move on. 2022, the first thing that popped out to me about this stadium was the way he hid this fountain out here. I love these fountains, this one and the Kansas City fountains, but the stupid green walls are terrible. So great idea to hide them with this tile or whatever they call it, brick. Looks great. Phenomenal idea. This is, of course, from Sandman Dan. We have seen stadiums from him before. This might be one of the last stadiums I have of yours, Dan. So if you have more, please submit them, and we will showcase them. I love this little bleacher section out here with the concessions right behind it. Laser ribbon covering the facing of that concession stand. Cool idea. I love this concourse out here. He's got people sitting at the picnic tables. Again, I say it over and over again. You're probably tired of me saying it. Wouldn't it be nice if we could put people at these tables without having to add these stupid, ugly bleachers underneath? But wow, he hit him really well. Look at that. See, you can see him right here. Wouldn't it be nice to not have to do that? Because I want to put them right up against this wall. I want to have standing room only fans. They're leaning right up against that wall. Every ballpark you go to, there's people standing, leaning on a wall, watching the game someplace. I love this double deck out here behind the batter's eye. Wonderful. The concourse is lined with other concession stands. One of my, oh no, this isn't the same scoreboard, but a good scoreboard out here in left. Another good plaza going out to the beach. Perfect Miami type hotel. I will be going to Miami in about a month. Going on a cruise that takes off from Miami. I'm very excited. My first time in Miami. Big hotel back here. This is, of course, the Baltimore Hotel. And center field, right field, pretty standard. Outside the stadium, he used this unique building that I like. I use this one from time to time as well. Looks great. A lot of lights. Looks great lit up. Got the big wall in left. Great. Oh, I didn't talk about this. This circular concourse out here between. This is always a tricky area for me. I've said it before. This little corner, maybe it's because the bullpens are here. They have to make it so wide or, so big. But, man, he pulled off the staircase or the walkway, the circular walkway from Pittsburgh. That turned out really nice. Looks great over here. 2 decks. I don't know. Can you get one up here? I don't know. That's a poke. What's 344 down the line? Yeah, you're not getting one up there. That would be a poke. But, yeah, Sandman Dan, I've loved all of your stadiums. Make some more and send them my way, would ya? We'll put them back on Studio 44. Beautiful work. All right, I have one more to show you. And you're not going to believe it, but you've seen it before. Okay, here we go. I've done it again. Please don't hate me. Please don't stop watching my videos. But the ballpark at the Moonshot Casino has gone through another makeover. I didn't like it. So I changed a bunch of stuff in left field. I added this deck or this concourse with the plants right in the middle, the laser ribbon up front. I figured it needed more space, so I brought in this UFO with the beam. I liked the idea of this little window instead of having the big windows. I got rid of the slanted buildings. I liked using this building as kind of the wall. It takes up a lot of memory, though, let me tell you. I shrunk the roof a little bit to give me some more memory. Added the wall all back here. I lowered the casino a little bit. I'm sorry. It's my home stadium. I got rid of a level of grass because you can't hit the ball up there anyway, but I still think it looks good. I have a couple layers of seats. I hid the scoreboard because I like the size of the scoreboard, but I hate the green. Added a couple buildings in the background. But what do you think? Is this it? Can I finally leave it alone? I plan on leaving it alone. I want to get back into some brand new stadium ideas and maybe build a couple that I haven't recreated from the previous versions of the game. But here it is. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm sorry. But I appreciate you sticking around to look at this one again with me. If you would rather see one of your stadiums showcased on this channel, please, all you have to do is leave the stadium name and your user ID. Please leave both because the Vault wants to give me problems sometimes when looking up user IDs. So leave both. Leave them both in the comments below, and I will showcase them for you ASAP. Now, I've been asking you guys to blindly head over to Respect the Pick and watch my podcast. Listen to my podcast with my brother and my nephew. Well, I figured, maybe you need a clip. So here's a short little clip of stuff that we've done recently on Respect the Pick. Check it out. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, please head on over to Respect the Pick and watch the rest of those videos. If you don't like it, that's fine. All I'm asking you is to give it a shot.
But baseball, the sounds, like we talked about before, the ball hitting the bat, the pop of a catcher's mitt, the sights. There's nothing more pretty in this world than a well-groomed baseball field and a baseball stadium. And the fact that every baseball stadium has different dimensions every football field's 100 yards, right? Every basketball court, 3-point line and the foul line are the same distance. Now, granted, you still have 90 feet between bases and 60 feet 6 inches from pitcher mound to home, but different foul territory, different home run dimensions.
You think that a baseball stadium is the most beautiful thing in the world?
One of them, yes.
You need to get out more.
Number one underrated thing is taking a bath.
Okay, I know this about you. I know that
Dude.
you like to take baths.
You get in the nice warm water and it just relaxes your muscles and you know. And then okay, this is and then if you get one of those bath bombs and put it right under your butt. It's pretty good. I think May's number one. Put it down for number one and let's see. Let's see. Nope, other side. Over here. Not that high. You don't have that many. Nope. Up there, next to the 6.
Make it even with the top.
Start the list. Start the list. I mean, it's obvious, right?
Make
There's
it-
a spot right there for it.
There you go.
6. No.
6 doesn't exist
Wow.
yet. 6
Put it
doesn't.
number one. No.
Even with September.
Okay,
Number
that's good enough. Wow.
Don't yell at me.
It's like he's playing a video
Yeah, it's
game.
like I'm getting mad at him playing Mario Brothers.
Jump! Can't you see that guy?
Okay,
I'm
let's
playing
get
Altered
it.
Beast.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like the Stadium Creator videos and you want more, like and subscribe. That definitely helps. And ring that bell, hit that bell button so you know when new videos are coming. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.